Hello, welcome. We are going to do a short mobility flow. It is late, it is hot, it is August energy. We're just gonna move, flow, it's gonna be relaxed. Just let it feel good. So let's start simply on our hands and knees. We're gonna get right into it. Start by where we naturally wanna go. Cat-cow tilts. Inhale, lift through the tailbone, lift through the chest. Exhale, chest and pubic bone move towards each other. Breathe in, lift up, maybe wiggle tailbone back and forth, make space through the back of the pelvis, and then round the spine, make space in the back of your rib cage and the back body. Glide your shoulders around and breathe deeply. Find that nice long line, tuck your toes, hover your knees, and then send your hips back over your heels. Feel this gorgeous stretch through the back of the ankles, the calves maybe, the feet. That back fascial line connects in, wraps around the soles of the feet all the way through to our toes. Breathe in, breathe out. Think of propelling yourself forward into a bear hover. Breathe in, stretch the hips back over the heels. Breathe out, forward push off those feet for 2. Good, one more. Find a down dog for a moment. Stretch the hips up. And simply lift the heels, swing the legs around. Now we're gonna come right back down onto our back body, or I suppose we haven't been there yet. We're gonna come to our back body and do some simple bridge hip rolls. So we're gonna start with our half hip roll. So remember our hip bones, our pubic bone are on one plane here, we're in neutral. Then we're gonna exhale, we're gonna lengthen through the low back, so we're gonna find a pelvic tilt. From there, roll the hips up just until the bottom rib, until you feel like the rib's still heavy on the mat. Okay, so half hip roll, breathe in, breathe out, roll it back down. Inhale, comfy neutral. Exhale, we lengthen, find that tilt. Curl up, peel up, low ribs still heavy. Breathe in at the top. Breathe out, roll back down. So do that 2 more times. What we're focusing on is mobilizing through that low part of our spine. Exhale it down. Upper back spreads wide, last one. And then we're gonna move into our full hip roll on deck here. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, next time we lengthen, imprint, roll on up, this time to the backs of your shoulders. So invite some nice hip extension in, breathe in. Breathe out, glide it back down. Almost like a massage for the spine, for the back body. Exhale, lengthen, peel, roll it on up. Breathe in. A controlled exhale through the mouth. Activating through the deep core muscles. Finding support by just making our respiration work with us. Hold this next one at the top. Hold it on up here. We're gonna stretch that right leg long. Now can you think of drawing a circle with your right leg while you stabilize everything else? So this is super challenging. Full breath in, full breath out. Just move through your range. Okay. Let's switch directions, a little bit of endurance through the left hip, just a little bit. Circulate another inhale. Another exhale, core strength here, and then roll it back down. Wiggle the knees back and forth, as much or as little as you like. That's circumduction of the hip, so we're moving the femur in a circle in the hip joint. Okay, find your full hip roll, push through the feet, imprint, roll it on up, and then stretch your left leg out on a 45-degree-ish angle. Start to circle in. So try to keep the leg bone kind of straight instead of rolling it laterally open when we reach towards the side. It's okay if your range of motion is not that big. It's also okay if it is big, if it's much fuller than my range, right? It all depends on our individual bodies, what we do with them, the other 23 hours of the day. Switch directions, did I say that? Let's do one more. And lower it all the way back down. Hug your knees into your chest. Shake side to side. Roll it maybe forwards and back, up and down along the length of your spine. Swing the legs around and just step your right foot forward. Left knee stretches back, so we're in this nice long runner's lunge shape. Stretch that back leg. You might need to lift it and wiggle it a little bit further back. And then we're gonna walk our hands, our hips back, find this beautiful glide, and release it forward. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, we're gonna change the angle here. So turn your right toes out and walk out on this like 2 or 3 o'clock angle. And walk it back, and we're on this diagonal line. So just changing the joint angles, try to let it feel different. Try to feel for something different. Do that one more time. Come on, back forward now. Turn your toes towards like 11, 10 o'clock. My heel's lifting, try to resist that. And then walk it back. Do that again. So you can try to spiral through the leg joint, or you can simply move on a diagonal. There's no right, no wrong. That nice stretch through the back foot. And this time when you walk it back, you're gonna bring your right foot just underneath you. Think your left leg is like in a child's pose and your right leg is in a half squat. And try to put some weight on both sides. So lean some weight with that right hip, lubricate through the hip, and also spend some time in this weighted plantar flexion position. If that's not comfy, you can always put a block underneath your sit bones. And just wiggle, roll around a little bit. Try to release through the pelvic floor here, let the belly be soft. I just ate dinner, so I've got this full belly. It can be hard sometimes, right, to move after we eat. But just trusting that this is like balm for the digestive system, for all the systems, right? Just gentle, hydrating movement. Okay, swing the legs around. Give the wrists a roll. Roll, roll, roll. Breathe in. Breathe out and switch directions. Now plant the hands. You can do fingers facing you or fingers facing out. I often do that. Let's try fingers facing in today. Bring the shoulders into a different position. Set those arm bones, the scapula, set them where you want them. And then lift the hips on up. Let's find a simple bend and press through the elbows. Lower, lift. 3, 2, and 1. Now sit up tall, stack the arms, and simply drop the legs to the right and drop the legs to the left. Oh, internal rotation is sticky in that right leg for me. Do that again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, next time we drop our legs to the right, we're gonna add a rotation of the torso. So drop the legs, twist through the spine, long neck length. And roll it back through center. You kind of shimmy. You kind of move on this one. You're walking the hips forward. Twist, twist, twist. Last time. Enjoy the sound of ducks, geese, perhaps. My door wide open. Okay, stretch those legs out long in front of you. Reach your arms out in front of you. And we're gonna walk through the pelvis. So this is a bit different. I got my bare legs sticking to the wood here. And I've got a pretty sticky yoga mat. So it depends on what your surface is like underneath you. But try to resist rotating. So as much as you can, try to just lift the leg bone. You're gonna have to rotate a little bit, but lift and slide. Lift and slide. And it takes a decent amount of abdominal strength to perform this relatively strange movement. We're gonna go all the way until we get to the back of our mat. Let's reach our hands behind us, back of the hand to your low back. And then we're gonna go forward. So lift and walk. Lift and walk. Let it be unfamiliar. Let it be kind of jerky. Peel the leg bone up. Slide the butt cheek forward. Breathe in fully. Just come on about halfway back. Just find your normal-ish position on your mat. Whew, okay, bend the knees. Reach the arms out. Roll the legs over to the right. Plant that right hand. Lift the hips. Open up, drape that left arm. Lower it back down. And do that on the second side. Drop the legs. Lift the hips. Let that feel nice. Oh, that feels good. One more either side. Full breath. And then we're going to find those little lunge stretches on the second side, and then we're pretty much done. Okay, so set yourself up. Stretch that left leg forward, right leg reaches back. Heavy through the hips, soften here. And then start to walk backwards in space. Back toes can stay tucked or untucked. Again, straighten the leg as much as you want, as you can. Try to work with the range of motion that is available to you. Instead of, we often wish we had more. We wish we were more flexible, more open, more this, more that. We'll get into all the ways we wish the shape of our body was different, but for now, let's work with what we have and be grateful for the range we have. Next time you walk forward, turn the toes out, rotate open. My hands naturally want to come inside my leg there, so that's good. Listen to that if you want. And then reach the hips back. The pelvis really wants to shift if you're tight to make space for you, right? The right side going down, the left side going up. I feel my body doing that. Try to resist it. It's not necessarily wrong, but just, again, we don't need more range. We're just working with what we have. Now turn the toes to that 2 or 3 o'clock position. That's a challenging position for my ankle. So if you think about, I do a lot of trail running. I'm representing the trail running shirt right now. It's not mine, but come on forward. So if you think when you're trail running, you need to be able to have dorsiflexion in the ankle in a ton of different angles. And so the most challenging one for me is when my ankle is, turned inwards like this and flexed forward. So that's one I really need to work on. So see if that is true or not for you. Now come on up, stand up, chin to your chest, roll it all the way down through center, heavy, and then unwind, roll it all the way back up, head comes up last. Let's do that 2 more times. Slide down, maybe your hands trace the legs the whole way down, drop your head, heavy, 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 gravity weighs on you. And exhale, come back up. Fluid through the spine. 1 more time. Breathe out, roll it down, articulate through the spine, breathe in. Breathe out, unwind, uncurl. Stand it up. Give yourself the biggest breath in you've taken all day. Breathe all that new air in. And empty. Maybe a little wiggle. Okay, thank you for moving with me. I hope you feel a little more mobile.